In this video, we'll be looking at a range of evaluation tools and approaches. There are a number of different tools to use and approaches to take in evaluation. Broadly speaking, approaches to evaluation fall into two main categories, qualitative and quantitative. You may be familiar with these terms in relation to research, where they describe different methodologies or approaches. Evaluation is actually a kind of research and shares many of the same activities. Both research and evaluation investigate something in a planned and systematic way. Both aim to increase what we know about something. Both gather and try to make sense of information or data. However, while evaluation is a kind of research, not all research aims to evaluate something. The thing that sets evaluation apart is its purpose of judging the value of something with the intention of informing decision-making about an intervention. To do this, an evaluation can compare an intervention with itself, or it can compare an intervention with a comparator group. Comparing an intervention with itself is sometimes called a before and after study. You take measures before the intervention or change is introduced, these are called baseline measures, and then re-measure after the change. This type of evaluation is relatively straightforward and can be a good way to start. There are some drawbacks, however, to the before and after approach. They can only usually tell you about the value of an intervention in the place where it was carried out, and you may not be able to predict how the intervention would work in another setting or at another time. To be able to find out answers to these questions, a study which compares your intervention with a comparator group would be more helpful. This type of evaluation would take baseline measures in two similar groups, introduce the intervention in one of them, and then re-measure in both the groups. This is more likely to show whether the difference between the before and after measures was due to the change you made. Talking about measures, what sort of things do we mean? Quantitative measures gather numerical information, things that can be counted. So any measures to do with time would count here. For example, waiting times, length of stay, duration of a treatment, number of people receiving an intervention, or the cost of a treatment. This sort of data can be gathered by questionnaire, survey, observation records, or may already be collected as part of a wider monitoring activity, such as hospital statistics returns. Qualitative measures, on the other hand, tend to use words rather than numbers. They gather people's views and experiences of an intervention. Quality measures can answer important questions about the acceptability of an intervention that would not be revealed by quantitative means. You can gather qualitative data by any means which allows people to share their views and thoughts, by holding interviews or focus groups, by reading written documents, by observing behaviour. One type of measure rarely gives you the complete picture, so try to use a combination of these different types.